Welcome to our introduction to network address translation, commonly known as NAT. In today's digital world, the need for efficient and secure network communication is more important than ever. NAT is a crucial technology that allows multiple devices on a local network to share a single public address when accessing the internet. This process helps to conserve the limited number of available IP addresses. The technology you are describing is a network address translation with the support for virtual private networks. Here is a simplified explanation. NAT allows network to use private IP addresses for internal communication while using a public address to connect to the internet. Internal devices communicate with each other using private address. When a device need to access the internet, NAT translates their private address to a public address. NAT can work with VPNs to allow secure remote access to the private network, enabling users to connect safely over the internet. Some of the benefits are multiple devices can share a single public IP address. Private addresses help protect the internal network from the external threats. Changes to the internal network structure can be made without altering the public IP addresses. In overall, NAT helps manage how devices on a private network communicate with the internet while also supporting secure connection through VPNs. Here is a simplified explanation of different types of network address translation. The first one is static NAT. It is a one-to-one mapping. Static NAT creates a direct permanent mapping between a private IP address and a public IP address. This is useful for servers that need to be consistently reachable from the internet, like web servers or email servers. And the second case, dynamic NAT. Dynamic NAT maps private IP address to public IP addresses from a pool of registered IP addresses. When a device wants to connect to the internet, it is assigned a public IP address from the pool. The mapping is temporary and only lasts while the connection is active. And the third category, overloading. Port address translation. Overloading allows multiple private IP addresses to share a single public IP address by using different ports. This is the most common NAT configuration. It enables many devices on a private network to access the internet simultaneously while using only one public IP address. NAT allows multiple devices on a private network to share a single public IP address for internet access. When a computer A with a private IP address of 192.168.1.2 sends a packet to the internet, the router replaces this private IP address with its own public IP address assigned by the internet service provider. The router keeps a record of this translation in a NAT table, linking the public IP back to the computer A. When a response comes back from the internet, it is directed to the router's public address. The router then looks up its NAT table to find computer's A's private IP address, switches the public IP back to the private IP, and forwards the packet to computer A. This process enables seamless communication while protecting the internal network from direct exposure to the internet. NAT is commonly known for its role in translating private IP address to public ones, but its functionality extends beyond this. NAT can also perform public to public address translation, which is useful for scenarios such as routing between different networks or managing IP address changes without disrupting services. Additionally, NAT can handle private to private address translation, allowing communication between two private networks that use overlapping IP address ranges. This versatility makes NAT a valuable tool for network management, enabling efficient routing and communication across various network configurations while maintaining the security and integrity of the internal network. Some of the benefits and drawbacks of NATs are: NAT allows many devices on a local network to share one public IP address, saving money and conserving the limited supply of public IPs. NAT lets home users use dynamic IP addresses from their internet service providers, making it easier to share the internet connection among multiple devices. Some of the drawbacks are: NAT prevents devices on the internet from starting conversation with the local machines. They can only respond to requests from local devices. This can be a problem for hosting services or servers. While NAT helps protect the local network by hiding its internal IP addresses, it also makes the router act as a firewall. This can block reasonable incoming traffic and may require extra setup for certain services to function correctly. Thank you for watching.